Welcome to this week's vlog. We're currently, well, we're not actually sure where we are. We're in a very, very full car. Sigh, you can say hello, wave. Has done all the driving. So we are, well, near Lockerbie, basically. We left home a little bit later than we had planned to. Long story, but we were 45 minutes later leaving, which was fine. Yeah. Turn for Lockerbie, that's where we are right now. The car is seriously full. This car is too small for us. Lola has got the entire boot and she's lounging out. We've packed everything in the back seats, basically just thrown it in. I am still full of cold and not feeling fab. And yesterday was pretty frantic. So yesterday was our wedding anniversary. I've had lots of messages saying, I hope you had a lovely day. To be honest, it was a busy day. You were at the office most of it. We did manage, didn't we? We went to church and we saw Coco sing, didn't we? Yeah, he's ignoring me, clearly. He's focused on the road, which is good, rather than being distracted by his irritating wife. Although I have just fed him sandwiches and chocolate and all sorts of things to keep him going. I bought some chocolate up from Mike at Noble and Stace. That didn't last very long. In fact, I don't think that got past 11 o'clock. Anyway, Coco had a church service yesterday at school, which was really, really lovely. Actually, so special to be in church on our wedding anniversary and listening to our daughter sing. I thought that was really, really lovely. She's in the choir, and the school has the most phenomenal music teacher. He is incredible, and the standard of singing from these children is really quite excellent. So that was really lovely, and it was quite frantic getting everything organised to come away. To be perfectly honest, I've left the children and the animals in the capable hands of Di. She's a wonder, with various other people doing school runs and helping out and friends and various things. So it's a little bit logistically challenging, but we did it. I also was desperate. I had a little flurry of orders yesterday and I was desperate to get those all out. I want to say before we left, but actually they're somewhere in there and I'm going to post them on Monday. So they will get out to you, because when we get back, it's end weekend, bank holiday Monday. I wanted to get on top of everything. So it was quite full on yesterday. And when I got back for the church service, I was wearing my beautiful green dress that I shared with you last week. Loved it. I teamed it with my denim jacket. I changed into my tracky bums and just really, really cash. I was looking actually particularly dodgy, but I just wanted to be comfy, and I forgot that we had I hadn't forgotten, but I had temporarily forgotten when I changed that we had B&Bs coming, and so I had to go and greet them in this extraordinary outfit. I kept apologising, saying I'm really sorry, I just gone for comfy clothes. So I was trying to cook supper, do the last bits of ironing, wash all the children's uniform and sports kit ready for Monday, and just do all of that jazz. Mum stuff. I don't know if you can relate. Do you sometimes run around like a headless chicken trying to do everything? I do. Anyway, I am going to continue chatting to my husband, and hopefully, our ETA is 7 p.m, so we'll see. We're actually doing really well. We've had a pretty good run, and I think I've told you, but he's done all the driving so far, though apparently I am taking over in a bit. I've got a pillow on my lap. I have had a bit of a snooze, and I'm reading Country Living magazine, which is a bit of a treat. I love flicking through and looking at all
across these ducks, and he could think of no finer gift to bring back to the king, to his father, than these ducks. Was it?
Wonderful Highlander. Husbands! Husbands! Shut! Okay. Husbands! Fire center! Quick! March!
I've been doing so well today. Here he goes. No problem. Look at that. Well done.
To assist him with his hunting and shooting, and with successful breeding between other breeds of setter, we came up with the gorgeous Gordon setter, originally called the Black and Tan. They've also been referred to as the Black Avenger. They're not skinny dogs, don't you worry. It's lovely to see such a variety of coats here today, from the long flowing show cut to my aberration here, Gladys. You had an argument with a tin of emulsion, would you believe it or not? So I think she's got a short coat. There you go. Small photo, which I'm sure a lot of owners will agree with. It's a little bit easily distracted.
hello from the car again. I haven't chatted to you yet today. I am really croaky, not feeling too bad, but full of a cold. We've been at the Gordon Castle Highland Games today, which has just been amazing, and I tried to film as much as possible for you, and I hope you loved watching it virtually. It was amazing. It's the first Highland Games I've been to for years, and it was just so much fun. Lovely, lovely atmosphere. And Gordon Castle is where the Gordon Setter dogs originated from. So that was incredible to see so many Gordon Setter dogs parading for everybody. It was just fab. And then watching the little ones do their Highland dancing. Amazing, really amazing. I am actually sitting in the car editing, have my laptop on my lap. We have got basically zero Wi-Fi where we're staying, and I'm there all week, so it's going to be challenging, but I've hotspotted my phone to my laptop, and I've just have been editing and uploading a video at the moment. So that's what I'm doing. Simon and Archie, who's our eldest son, are playing a round of golf at the moment. And Archie's got a school friend as well, so the three of them are playing golf, and Lola and I are in the car. I've got 12 minutes left until this is uploaded, which is excellent, and then I'm going to take her for a walk on the beach and get some sea air, which I'm sure will do me the world of good. It's just really annoying, but anyway, hopefully in a couple of days I will be fighting fit again. I think we will take the boys out for something to eat before they go back to school, and then have an early night. We had a really good drive up yesterday. It was really good. No accidents, no bad traffic. It was excellent, which was very, very lucky. So we made it in good time. We saw Archie, we had supper, took him back to his boarding house, and then we went to our B&B, and then up relatively, I mean not early, but early enough, wasn't a line, to get to Gordon Castle in time for the Highland Games. And Archie came with another friend, which was really fun, and it's really lovely for us to get to know some of his friends and chat. And his housemaster last night invited us in for a cup of tea, which was really, really nice, and just chatting to him and his wife and a whole load of boys. Arch said to me when he came home for his first I think it was his first expat weekend, so towards the end of September last year, he was like, "Mum, I've just got a whole load of new brothers," and you really get that vibe when you're there. Sorry, the phone's shaking because I'm holding it and my arm's aching. I don't have a tripod in here. Hang on, let me balance it on there and it might be less shaky. And I'm sorry, I'm really croaky. You really get that feeling that they're a family, which is lovely. Very good as a mother to kind of see that and witness it. I've also got the window open because I wanted some air in here for Lola. She's being such a good girl. She didn't make a peep last night. She's just such a gorgeous Labrador. Anyway, this has only got a few minutes left now. It's going quite quickly, which is really good. This is a really good spot. Because I spent hours this morning trying to upload something. It just wasn't going to plan. I tried to do it last night, but absolutely non-existent. And when we checked in, the chap said to me, "The Wi-Fi's not that great. You won't be able to do a Zoom call very much." I was like, oh boy. I thought that if the 4G was good enough, I'd be able to hotspot my phone to my laptop and be able to upload that way. No, like 1 bar of 3G. So anyway, here is a really good spot in the car. So I think I might be spending a little bit of time. In fact, I don't know. I wanted to edit quite a few videos this week. That was my plan, but we'll see. We will see. I might be able to edit them there and then compress and upload sitting here, but we will see. Anyway, that's really boring for you guys, but I thought I'd just come and have a little chat to you from a croaky me from the car. Anyhow, yes, as soon as this is finished, Lola and I are going to go and have a lovely walk on the beach. Blue sky at the moment, so what more can we want? Well, I say blue sky, there's bits of cloud and bits of blue sky, but that's good enough.
Be a little bit easier just sliding back, won't it? How deep is it in the middle? 12 feet. Oh, right, not very deep, yeah. It's gone.
So I'm on the banks of the River Spey, and Simon and I are having casting lessons from Alan. Alan, down there, has got the patience of a saint. He's incredible. I have done quite a lot of trout fishing in the past, but it's very different from salmon fishing, and the infamous Spey casts are a whole new ball game, taking casting to another level. I've done the double Spey roll and the Circle C cast as well. I'm not sure that that's exactly what they're called, but anyway, I'm learning. And do you know what, it's just lovely to be out here by the water and just taking it all in, learning lots. I've got my waders on so I can get in the river. I've got Lola by my feet, being a very, very good girl. She's had her first, well, in fact, she's had 3 boat trips now. She's very, very good in a boat. So we have, well, the boat's way over there. You can't see that at the moment, but Alan has brought us across in the boat so we can cast from this side of the riverbank, and it's just so peaceful and absolutely gorgeous being out here. So anyway, I'm going to watch a bit more of Sigh and then have another go. We are having a lovely long walk. We took Lola, that's Sigh. This morning we walked from our B&B all the way to the coast. I've got my bag and I made some smoked salmon sandwiches this morning. We thought we'd set off. It's about an hour walk from where we're staying, and went down to the coast. And actually it was perfect timing because Archie popped up just like that. We were sitting on a bench having our sandwiches and I spotted him in the distance. I thought, oh, I recognise that boy. Waved at him and then we ran over and had a big hug. He's doing water sports for a couple of days, so he was down on the coast doing that, so that was lovely. I mean, we sort of half expected it, but we hadn't planned it, and I said that we wouldn't embarrass him. We wouldn't pop up and be like, "Cooey, it's us." But it was absolutely perfect. Had our little picnic and now walking back, slightly out of breath. It's quite a long walk. And Sigh, I don't know why, he's on a mission. Never seen him walk quite so quickly. He's got a spring in his step today. It must have been all of that fresh air yesterday, fishing, and I need, hang on, I'm just changing hands for a moment. I need a backpack. This bag is perfect. I actually bought it down in Devon from Source of the Goose. It's a very handy little bag, but not ideal for carrying for a few hours with a picnic. And then after our picnic, the bag was nice and empty, but we passed a shop, so I stocked up on a few bits and pieces for the next couple of days for our B&B. So currently carrying the shopping. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy the rest of the walk with my husband. And when we get back, I'm going to do a little bit of work, possibly have a rest, because after all, kind of on holiday. And then we're going out for supper, an early supper this evening. Well, hello. I feel like I haven't chatted to you properly for a couple of days. Sigh's just in the background preparing our supper. He has poured me a gin and tonic, which is much needed. I am finally feeling better. Like, I think tomorrow I will be feeling 1,000 times better. So I was just opening a packet of salami. I think we're having some salami. There is a little bit of smoked salmon left over too, darling. And cheese and biscuits for supper. We went for the most gorgeous walk yesterday. It was lovely. I chatted to you. We saw Archie, and when we saw him, he said, "Mama, I think I must have bashed my eye in the night." And he looked like he'd actually been punched in the eye. It was a bit bruised and a little bit swollen. Anyway, when we walked back here, the man who lives here and runs the B&B chatted to us and showed us around his garden. Him and his wife are very, very keen gardeners, so we had an amazing tour of their kitchen garden and their flower beds and a cup of tea. We chatted to him for a couple of hours, and then we took Archie out for supper. And when we went to pick him up, his eye had got really quite swollen, and he said, "I think actually I didn't bash it, or maybe I did bash it as well, but he was on the water on Monday, and I think he got an insect bite in the corner of his eye, and his eye was really swollen. And I noticed that he had a sort of funny mark on his cheek. Anyway, we went to the pub, we had a lovely supper, and on the way back we dropped him at the medical centre to get a strong antihistamine. And this morning he sent us a photo and he couldn't open his eye. So anyway, we took him, after various conversations, we took him over to an amazing eye hospital, brand new. I think it's only been open about 6 weeks, in Inverness. And wow, the service there was incredible. We waited for about 10 minutes, and then lovely nurse said, "Come back at 1 o'clock and you'll be seen." He was very keen. He had a cricket match this evening. He said, well, will I be back in time for cricket? That was his main concern. Anyway, he was seen, and they decided that they were going to put him on a course of antibiotics. Darling, you've got to be quiet. I'm chatting. He's a noisy rustler. I think he's done his rustling. Anyway, the mark on his cheek could possibly be from a tick. Not sure, but Archie has had a tick bite, and I'll see if I can insert a picture here, because actually it's something that I'm really passionate about raising awareness about Lyme's disease and tick bites. And have a swig of my G&T. So I will do my best. My editing's not brilliant. See if I can add that picture in. Anyway, so it's been quite a day. He did manage to get back. He did manage to play his cricket match. The swelling in his eye has gone down a lot, so that was good. I got to watch him bat, I got to watch him bowl, and it was the most beautiful, beautiful sunny evening. Papa's just sitting down behind me.
Oh, right.
Having a nibble on some cheese. So that's why I've been pretty useless at vlogging. I don't know, it's been like action stations. We were up and out pretty sharpish this morning, weren't we? Lola has been incredible. What a dog she is. She's currently asleep down there. She has been, well, she's been fishing, she's been in a boat, she's been for long walks. She came to hospital today. We then forgot to take her lead to the cricket match and she was as good as gold. She's been incredible, hasn't she? Really, really good. And she's only about, is she 18 months? Or slightly older? Slightly older. So it's actually really lovely just to have some time, just Lola and us. Anyhow, so that's a little bit of a catch up. I am still struggling with the Wi-Fi situation here, so I was planning on getting quite a lot of editing done today and things like that, but obviously that's gone out of the window, so I'm going to have a little bit of supper, do a little bit of work, and then hopefully tomorrow I can go and hotspot my phone to some 4G and get editing. But I'm really pleased I'm finally feeling better. This cold has completely knocked me for six, but I am a lot better today and a lot less snuffly, which is good. And hopefully tomorrow we're going to do what we were planning on doing today and go and look at some an amazing kitchen garden. So hopefully I can take you along for that. Hopefully that is the plan. We will just see. But anyway, I am going to enjoy my supper, enjoy my gin and tonic more importantly, and I hopefully will be a lot better at chatting to you guys tomorrow. We have made it to the Gordon Castle walled garden, and wow, it is utterly spectacular. The last time I came here, and I think I did vlog a bit of it, or I definitely shared it on Instagram, it was about 4 years ago, and so much has happened in those 4 years. They're really putting so much work into it here. I've just actually been chatting to Zara Gordon-Lennox, who is owner, and she is out over there busy weeding, and the head gardener Ed, and we've just been chatting and had a bit of a tour. And lovely Lynn, who follows me on Instagram, lives up here, and she's just come up and met, and we've just been chatting, and she organised for me to meet Zara and Ed, which was so kind of her. That's why I love Instagram and what I do, because I get to meet the most gorgeous people, and this is my idea of absolute heaven. I don't know if you can see the peonies behind me. I think if I was here in a couple of weeks' time, everything would be coming into bloom just a little bit early, but it's still very exciting, and the most gorgeous cottage there. The greenhouses are incredible. So I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to turn you around and share with you some of the beauty of this place. I'm also just going to quickly show you this, which isn't completely dissimilar to the structure that I built last week. So I was very pleased to see that. Anyway, I'm going to stop prattling and give you a little bit of a tour. The beautiful greenhouse there, and Simon and I have just had lunch in the cafe, which is that building just behind, really, really good lunch, and talking to Zara and Ed about the produce here that they grow. It's all used on the estate. They've got lots of cottages that are rented out. They have guests coming and staying in the castle, and then the cafe uses all of the lettuces and fruit and veg and things that they produce here, and then any surplus is sold in their shop, which is just excellent to hear that that is all being put to wonderful use, and you know, really sustainable and excellent. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking and just let you take in the beauty of this place.
That really is a bit big for you, though.
Lola, that is enormous.
Good job.
This is Lola's friend Holly.
Good job. Good job.
You got it. Now you're going to get Daddy wet.
That's a better one.
Lola, should we try this? Hold it.
Right.
Lola, sit. We'll try her training. I haven't tried her before here. Right, stay.
Holly, stay. Holly.
Back. 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 Back.
There's your boy and Lola behind me. It has been the most perfect day. I don't think we've seen a cloud all day. A wonderful time at Gordon Castle. Looking around our kitchen gardens, we went for a lovely walk. It was lovely to chat to the head gardener and to Zara and just see all of the work that they're up to. Papa's come to sit beside me. It was really lovely, and then we popped in quickly to JOHNSTONS of ELGIN, had a lovely slice of cake that we shared. Wasn't it delicious, that Victoria sandwich? It was huge. So we shared that, had a drink, and then we just potted over for an evening walk with little Miss Lola on the beach. It is the most beautiful evening. We're going to go and have a sort of early-ish supper together, and then I head back down south tomorrow, and Simon is driving Archie the following day, and they're going to break the journey up over a couple of days, and then Archie will be home for half term, which will be excellent to have him back. He's doing really well. The swelling has come down a lot. He's on the right path, which is good. And I talked yesterday briefly about limes, but in fact I do want to chip in here. You're more of an expert about limes than I am, but you don't always get the rash, do you? But if you start to feel unwell, like slightly flu-like symptoms, aching after you've had a tick bite, then it's a really good idea to go to your GP and get it checked out, because if it's caught in time, it's not severe. If it's left untreated, then there can be all sorts of problems. So, it's something to be aware of, and particularly if you've been in long grasses, places where there are particularly a lot of red deer, you just need to check yourself for ticks and not panic, but just be vigilant. Wouldn't you say, darling?
Yeah, and if you haven't had a bite from a tick carrying limes, then it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be very ill, but you could be. From the sort of guidance now, as people get to know more and more about it, there's a 3-week course of antibiotics. Because if you contract full limes, and it can make you very ill indeed. I think if some people, they've got natural antibodies in their body, I think can fight it off, but I don't think it's worth taking the risk.
No, it's definitely not worth taking the risk. Look at Lola. She's loving her holiday up here with us. Well, I hope you've enjoyed a little bit of Scotland with us. Highland games, fishing, and bits and pieces. It hasn't been as easy to vlog this week as I was hoping it was going to be. It's been quite windy when we've been out and about, so it's been impossible to talk to you because you just wouldn't have heard me from the wind. And I didn't really think you wanted me chatting non-stop in the car. But anyway, I hope that you've enjoyed it. I am sending you lots of love. I will be back next week with a Q&A and a vlog. The Q&A I was planning on filming up here, but I haven't managed to. So that will be when I'm back down in Sussex. I will record the second part of that. But anyway, I'm sending lots of love. Have a lovely weekend, and it's a bank holiday weekend in the UK, so I really hope that you have got some fun things planned and enjoy it. And love from us, from Sigh and from Lola, from Bonnie Wee, Scotland.